Hi everyone. In this video, I will show you how to import data from a web API directly into Excel using EasyMorph. If your company uses web APIs to share data or you need to pull data from an online service, you usually need a developer to write a code for that. Today I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. No Python, no JavaScript, no code at all. So let's get started. So EasyMorph is a free desktop application. To download EasyMorph, you need to go to easymorph.com and it opens the EasyMorph website. And if you hover over on the download button, and select download EasyMorph, and if you scroll down a bit you'll see the download button. Just click on the download button and installation will take place and you'll be ready to use EasyMorph in a couple of minutes. So I already have it installed on my computer, so let me open EasyMorph. So here is EasyMorph with a clean workspace. Before we can pull data from an API, we need to set up a web location connector. This tells EasyMorph where the API lives. So I will click on add or edit connectors and it will open the connector manager, and I will select new connector and select web location, and I will give it a name, demo API. For the base URL, I will enter the API address. So for this demo, I'm using JSON placeholder. It's a free public API that returns sample user and post data. In your case, this would be your company's API address or whatever service you are connecting to. Now we need to click OK and close this. And our API connector is ready, and that took about 10 seconds. Now I will click on new blank project and will add an action called import from web API. This is the action that sends a request to the API and automatically brings back the data. And in the connector, I will select our demo API connector. For the path, I will enter slash users. So this is called an endpoint. It tells the API what kind of data we want. In this case, we want a list of users. Different APIs have different endpoints. Your API documentation will tell you which ones to use. So now let me click apply. And here we go. The API return data and EasyMorph has loaded it into a table automatically. Now let me scroll this and see what we got. So we have 10 users with their names, username, email, and addresses, phone numbers, website. And look, there are also nested fields like addresses and company information. All of this came directly from the API in one click. No code, no parsing, EasyMorph handled it all automatically. Now, let me clean this up for Excel. There are some columns that we don't need, like this geo coordinates and also and also company catchphrases and some nested fields. I will add a action call keep or remove columns, and I will select remove selected columns, and I will remove these columns, the address.geo.lat, ing, and this company.catchphrase and the company.bs. And done, much cleaner already. So now let me rename the columns to make them more readable. Instead of lowercase names, I will use proper labels like full name, username, email, phone, website, company. So for that, we need to add an action called rename columns. And I will click apply, and we got the cleaner names compared to this. And now let me sort by name so it is nicely organized. So for that, I need to right click on this full name and select sort ascending. Now look at this. We started with raw API data full of nested objects, and now we have a clean organized table and users with their names, emails, phone numbers, website, and company. And this is ready for Excel. Now let's export this into Excel by adding an action call export into Excel. So I will choose my output folder and name the file API underscore data and save it, apply it, and now right click on this export into Excel file action and run action, and we are done. So now let me open the output file, and here it is data from a web API now in a clean Excel spreadsheet with ID, full name, username, email, phone, website, company name, and everything organized in proper columns. You can share this, analyze it, or use it in any report. So that's how you import API data into Excel using EasyMorph. Set up the connector with the API address, choose your endpoint, clean the data if needed, and export to Excel. No code, no scripting, just a few clicks. And this works with any web API, whether it's your company's internal API, a cloud service, or public data source. Just change the base URL and endpoint. And that's it. Thank you for watching.